Like what we're doing? Support us on Patreon.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laneside Reviews. And on this episode, we're going to be looking at a ball that is truly game-changing. With its 4-year warranty and new technology, it truly is fearless. Alright guys, so welcome back. As always, I'm the Bearded Beast, Rob Johnson, joined once again by Scoops Porter, and as we said, we're looking at Brunswick's brand new ball, the Fearless, and it really deserves that name. Now this ball features a brand new core design and a new pouring process that gives unprecedented hitting power and cover cohesion, making it worthy of a 4-year warranty. Say that 5 times fast. This new Durability Optimization Technology, or DOT, is a new way of creating bowling balls to make them, well, basically almost crack-proof. Now, I'll go a little bit more into the process later, but Scoops, why don't you tell us about this ball?
Well, it's got the new Contra core.
So up, down, down, left, right.
Strike.
BA select strike?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All strikes. And it's featuring the new DOT technology.
Okay.
It's a low RG, medium differential.
Okay.
It also has the Relentless cover on it.
It's definitely relentless.
Yes. Now, one part that's got me really excited about this because it has the same core in the ball from 12 to 16.
Yeah.
See, what happens sometimes is when you change the weight, because you don't want to lose the density of the core, you have to change the core.
Shape, yeah.
Right? So traditionally we've dropped down to the more reliable.
The rounder cores.
Rounder cores, where this one has the same core all the way through. And we forgot to mention when we're talking about the core and the cover stuff that it's got dynamic core.
Dynamic core.
So.
Alright, so let's talk about DOT a little bit, because there have been lots of videos out by Brunswick, but I've explained this to a lot of people, and I think there's a very easy way to understand this. Originally, when balls are made, they stick them on a stick upside down, the core upside down, and that's the pin.
Yeah, so the top's here.
Yeah, the top's on the bottom, basically.
And that's the bottom of the core, and then you got your pin.
Yeah, and then they put the shell around it, and they pour the material in, and it fills up.
Okay.
So in the new process, what they've done is basically they've turned that core upside right.
So you got your top here.
The top's on the top.
And then you got your riser pin here.
That's right.
Okay.
Now there's a very specific reason they did this. They did a very exhaustive study on how the energy is transferred through the ball and how it vibrates when it hits. Anything that gets impacted, it has basically micro tremors through the whole thing. So anytime you put a hole in a surface and it creates more flex, well, that creates more opportunity for it to crack.
More stress.
More stress.
Yeah. Okay.
And the stress goes right to that hole. Well, think about that with a bowling ball. Your riser pin is generally a piece of plastic. It's not urethane. It's not made of the same thing your ball is. So that makes a stress point.
Okay.
Then you add your finger holes, adding 2 more stress points. Then you add your thumb hole, adding another stress point. And the more you group these stress points together, the more the shock of impact is put right on that spot.
Well, I know from most of the balls I throw, the pin is located either here or here within the 1 inch. That is warranty. But so what you're saying is, because it's so close together, there's a greater potential for flex in the covers.
That's right. So when you put that pin inside that drill safe zone, you're putting all those stressors together and you're basically making 1 point for all of the impact to reverberate to. And eventually that's going to lead to crack your ball. Well, with that pin now on the bottom of the ball, all Brunswick has done is measured exactly 180 degrees around the ball and made an engraving where the pin was. So now you can drill as close to that pin without increasing the stress on the ball. this drastically decreases the potential of cracking, and therefore allows them to increase the warranty.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
So when we lay out a ball, and we're saying the pin's here, the pin's
Yep.
here, the pin's here, whatever.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the pin itself. It's just the locator at the top of the ball.
That's right.
Okay. So now
So-
the engraving is doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Ah.
So when you look at the Fearless, that engraving, that round engraving that you see on the top of the ball is actually where the pin would have been. And all your layout, all your measurements, everything is done off that engraving.
That's awesome.
So to make it really simple for everyone, all they've done is they've taken the core, they flipped it upside down, so now the top is on the top and the bottom is on the bottom, and they engraved where the top would be so that you can measure. Now add in the dynamic core that gives the extra hitting power and the extra cohesion through the whole ball.
So now too, with the dynamic core,
Uh-huh.
they pour the cover
Uh-huh.
thicker, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
that's
we've
something
got-
we haven't really covered in all the other dynamic core balls.
So we've got more cover,
more cover.
a better interior core, and this new process. That means that they can give this ball a 4-year warranty because literally they've removed so much opportunity to crack that they're willing to stand behind this thing forever. Like 4 years is forever for a bowling ball.
That is awesome.
Now, after saying all that, how does this ball work? Well, it's about 2 feet longer than the cutting edge hybrid, and it's much faster response and has much more continuation. And I will absolutely attest to this.
yeah.
This past week I threw this ball and had a legitimate shot at 800, shooting 286, 257 the first 2 games, and then unfortunately I didn't make a good ball change after that. But that's not the ball's fault.
No.
The ball was spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, it made me look like a good bowler.
I think you are a good bowler.
I think actually, if you watch the video here, it made all of us look like a good bowler. And speaking of that, why don't we go and see how the Fearless stacked up? All right, guys, here is Wayne Porter, our speed dominant player.
And he's bowling a defy house shot. And there's a strike.
That
Whoa.
is some dynamic core carry.
Yeah. He's scratching. He's running away.
So we talked about really the easiest way to understand this ball is basically they put the pin on the exact opposite side of the ball of where it used to be. And where it used to be, they made an engraving.
Yeah.
That's simple, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So when the pin is on the top, but when they pour it, they hold the core upside down. Right? So now they're putting the pin on the bottom, so they're pouring it so it's not upside down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Basically,
So,
that's the easiest way to think about it.
Yeah.
It may not be 100% technically correct.
Yeah.
But for the 99.9% of bowlers, they don't need to know all the little technical changes. Because, I mean, it took them years to develop to be able to just flip the core over.
It's not like they just said, hey, we're going to flip the core over.
Yeah.
There's more to it. But
this is the simplest and easiest
Yeah.
way to understand it. Now, you can see here that Wayne is actually swinging this.
Yes.
He's playing 15-10, which used to be his benchmark shot.
yeah. And it's just, and this ball is good.
Yes.
They picked a really good combination of core and cover to promote this.
Oh, dynamic core carry.
Promote this ball.
Yes, they did. Everything matches up. We talk about bowlers matching up to balls.
Yeah.
This ball matches up to every part of it. Here you are. What did you think?
This ball's phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie or beat around the bush. I mean, it's probably one of the better balls I've thrown lately.
Yep,
for sure.
As a benchmark ball, I can see this going into your bag and almost replacing your orange ball from another company that is like not allowed to leave your bag.
Yeah. It's so smooth. It's smooth but clean, and then rolls up just beautifully, and it doesn't overreact.
Yeah.
And with the dynamic core, you can't beat that.
Yeah. Now for you, I know they talk about this having skid flip tendencies.
Yeah.
I didn't see the flippiness as much with you or with Wayne.
Yeah.
Because for you guys, it just seemed to read and roll and continue.
Yeah. Like you just watch it. It comes off the pattern and just kind of spins up. Like there's no flick.
It's
like,
not super flippy,
yeah.
but it's not smooth.
Exactly, yeah.
And you will, I mean, we're going to see it right here at
yeah.
the lane level. This is a two-color solid, so we
Yeah.
expect it to be smooth.
Yeah.
So it's stronger off the spot than a regular solid.
Solid, yeah.
But not as hard as a pearl, but it's not a hybrid.
Yeah.
My head hurts.
Yeah. It's good. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Well, speaking of good, here is somebody. I don't know who this guy is. It's a riddle.
It's a riddle.
Sporting my Logo Infusion Riddler jersey.
No. No, this is the first time you got to throw it.
Literally the first time.
Yeah.
I shot this review, and then the first time I threw this in league, I shot 745.
Yeah. And what did you average for the first two?
For the first two games, I averaged, I think it was 270 something.
Yeah. Because, I mean, as good as a ball is, sometimes, especially when you're bowling different people, you can't make it through a whole block.
Yes.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. So.
You know what? I wrote a review of this online, and I said myself,
wow.
And you can see it a little more skid flippy here because of my tilt. I threw this ball, and I lost my reaction. I made a bad ball change and got something that hydroplaned. Yeah. And then made a bad shot, and the bad shot cost me my 800.
Yeah.
So, like, this ball is absolutely beautiful benchmark. Yeah. All of us played our benchmark shots. Yeah. And, I mean, you saw all of us had at least one extra strike from a Dynamicore hit. That's an extra strike. That's an extra 10 pins on your average. Yeah. That makes me fearless. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for another show. If you like what you saw this episode and want to find out more, don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Laneside Reviews or click below.
You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel or click on the box. Or if you missed our last video or just want to watch it again, you can click on the other box.
And don't forget you can pick up any of the jerseys you see in our videos by using this coupon code at logoinfusion.com. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.